Hello, beautiful beings. Ancients, please keep this incredibly simple for me. I listen to spiritual things every day. I've been listening to Samanari Jayasara almost every single day for several months now. And she reads things that other ascended masters have written over their lifetimes. And I mean, it just brings me to such a beautiful place of just being when I listen to those, and well, presence. But today I realized that my mind is trying to tell me, disguised as useful thinking, my mind is telling me I haven't arrived at a certain place yet and I need to keep trying to achieve this certain something. I already had the awakening experience, and now I can access presence anytime I want to. They are saying that if I just keep, whenever I see that I am thinking uselessly and I turn my attention away from that back to presence, that right there will automatically get me to whatever level I'm supposed to achieve. I just ask them, what do you mean, what level? And the level, there, I guess there's different levels of presence, being able to stay present, right, without all that effort, the effort of turning my attention away from thoughts back to presence. It's more that I'll just be automatically, which is our own true nature, I'll just automatically be in presence, and the amount of overthinking is dissipating, and there won't be that, I won't have to practice as much turning my attention away from useless thoughts. That sounds good. If I'm overcomplicating it, then that definitely needs to go, because presence, there's no complicating it at all. It's only my mind that ever does. I get to move back into the RV park that I used to live in, and I have an absolutely amazing spot. And I was thinking, and I'm going to be there for quite a while, because even after I'm done, in the spring, when I'm done using Moonstar's trailer that she's letting me use, I will have saved up enough money and I'm going to buy my own. And so I can stop saying, I wonder where I'm going to go in the spring or in the fall, or, I'm really tired of living like that. So it's looking like I'm going to get to be in one spot for a while, and then, I'll be able to save up for some land and then move on to my land. So today I was thinking, if I had to depend on the success of my YouTube channel to feel successful, I wouldn't feel successful at all, because my heart's desire is to help as many people as I can. And when I make YouTube videos, it's fulfilling in a way, but it's not satsang. It's not like when I'm holding just spontaneous satsang with a human being. It's not like it at all, really. So I've decided that when I get settled and I move back to where I'm going to be, I'm going to find a place that I can hold satsang. And I'm going to hold satsang starting at least once a week, probably on a Wednesday. And I'm just going to stick to it. And I'm going to keep doing it. And because when I've done that in the past, it has just felt so incredibly life-giving, like I'm actually living my purpose. So I feel like that is coming into view for me. And do you agree that there's just going to be the absolute perfect place that I can hold satsang once a week? And it'll be easily accessible to other people. And the vibe will be absolutely wonderful there. And it'll just feel very welcoming and comfortable and relaxed and bright and happy, but also very calm and spacious. Thank you. last time I was holding satsang, I was getting donations. I didn't even put a donation basket out, but one of the ladies suggested it. And every time I set up for satsang, I didn't put the donation basket out, but when she would show up, she would put it out. And that was actually paying for my weekly rent for that room that I was using. It was a beautiful room too. But I was feeling the shift in that last place that I was in. I was feeling like I wasn't going to be there for much longer at all. And I wasn't. It ended shortly after I started saying, I don't feel like I'm going to be here very long. And that wasn't me manifesting that. That was me picking up on the fact that that was actually happening. So I know why that ended there. It's because every time I have held satsang in a group, in public, it's because I've had more to shed, more to learn until I'm actually ready to do it, consistently for good. And the last thing that most major thing that I learned the last time I was holding satsang in a group was, or like, out there in public, not just spontaneous running into people or whatever, is before satsang would start, I'd be setting up the chairs and the pillows and the blankets and all that stuff, and people would be coming in, and it felt like I was the hostess, and I would greet them and hug them and, oh, how are you doing? And it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel like satsang to me. And then I'd get sat down, and people would still be talking amongst themselves, and that didn't feel like satsang either. And so I finally realized, right before my very last satsang, that I needed to have it all set up before anybody came in, and I needed to be immersed in presence before people started coming in. And I actually did that. And the one person that came that day, she knew that this was going on. She knew, I said, please don't come in until like exactly 7:00. And so she didn't. And I was firmly immersed in presence. And she walked in, and after satsang, she told me that she felt it immediately, the difference. She said she walked right into it, and it just it made her cry. And I really liked when she would come to satsang. I really liked it because when I would say, oh, the ancients are saying, she said that she could see them like light up behind me when I would say that, because she could obviously see people's auras. And so that's what I learned from it, is that I don't need to entertain anybody. I'm there for satsang. And I got very comfortable with being present in front of other people, because a person's mind can go pretty nuts. Even when I was learning how to close my eyes in front of people and I knew that they were looking at me, it was really, really, really hard for me to keep my eyes closed. My mind was just going apeshit about that. It just, saying whatever it needed to say about all the reasons why I should open my eyes. And the fact that people were looking at me. Well, that doesn't happen anymore. None of that. I can just dive right into presence, and all that useless thinking is gone. So I feel like I'm really ready to do that again, to hold satsang in a group. And well, it's my life's purpose. So of course I'm ready. Yes, I feel like I've been ready for a long time, but it's really up to the divine. But I need to take action also. But there's no way that I could do it living this far out for a while. I know one of the major reasons that the divine moved me this far out of town is because like a week ago, when I had that really, really intense desire to smoke marijuana, if I would have been closer to town, I think I would have just went right to the marijuana store, the dispensary, and got some. But since I was this far out, I kept putting it off, and that really saved me before, as the storm was passing and the miracle was taking hold. So, and I will be recording my satsangs, and I will be posting them on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I think that's it for now. if you're having problems with your mind and you can't stop thinking about certain things, it could be because the divine is trying to get your attention. That's definitely one reason for overthinking. We would love to talk to you about that. Love you so much.